Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member. And in this segment I'm going to be going over a bit more about R and RStudio. I wanted to kind of provide you with some basic code that you'll be needing in order to successfully provide a program that will function adequately. So let's go ahead and get started here. One of the things I wanted to start off with in code is that you usually have a line called install packages and then library, and I went over this in a previous video, so I'm not going to belabor the point. However, here you can see that when you're trying to designate a name to a pre-existing data set, so this is an Excel data set, and then this is being converted to a one-word data set name. So that data now 1120 is the new name for the existing data set that is within your local machine. I'm going to run this. However, this might take a bit more time than I would like. The other alternative is to import dataset from Excel and then go this route. However, this has been already uploaded, so I'm not going to go over this. So once I inputted the file here, this was the output I was able to visualize. Now this output is already existing within the code and the menu where you run the code. So let me go ahead and import, select import. So now you can see that the data set is in fact loaded right here. And then we can go back to coding. And once you're coding, you can visualize the dataset again by providing this command view, and then afterward parentheses, and then placing this dataset name within the parentheses. So then what you need to do is convert these categorical variables to variables that R can actually read. And that is done by providing a variable and then factor, and then providing in parentheses the same variable. I wanted to make a note of this $sign. Any sort of data set that is followed by a data sign is usually indicating a variable that exists within the data set. So let me show you how this looks actually as you're typing it in. So you have data, and then as you're typing you can see the options, and all of the variables are actually here within this mini window that opens up. So go ahead and click on this, and as you can see the rest of this will be completed as long as this is an existing data set within your database. So let me go ahead and click on the $sign here. And as you can see, there's a lot of variables, so you want to make sure that you have the proper variable here. Anything, something else that I would like to note, and I've noted this in previous videos, is that variable names are case sensitive, which means that if you change the lowercase variable into an uppercase variable, then that will change the variable completely. So make note of that. If you entered a variable a certain case, make sure that you follow through with the same case. So now you use data to, and then use factor. And once you select factor and open parentheses, then all the variables or all the data sets will appear as you're typing. And here we go. And then again the $sign, and then you have to use the variable name, and in this case this is diap2. So then, again, you click on the line and then select Run. And when you do, there's no errors that appear. And you have run this line of code successfully. Similarly, you can do this with additional variables. I've done this with body mass index in my data set that I have. And by the way, the amount of data is 62,160 by 243, and this result is actually in the millions. So this is indeed a big data. So you can go through and convert everything to factor, and then select and factor, and then you can kind of create. Now this is not using sample weights when you're actually analyzing using National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. You have to use sample weights. So this is only looking at a binomial distribution without using sample weights. And the equation that you're using is here. So I'm not going to go over too much of this in a subsequent video. I can go over this. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.